It's midnight. The room is dark, the house is quiet, and your brain is absolutely buzzing. You're replaying a conversation from 3 days ago, making a grocery list, wondering if you turn the oven off. You know you need sleep. You want sleep. But your brain? It has other plans. So what's actually going on up there? Here's the thing. Your brain isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do. It just doesn't always know when to stop. Your nervous system has two modes, a go mode and a rest mode. Go mode, called the sympathetic state, is great for getting things done. It sharpens your focus, raises your heart rate, and keeps you alert. The problem is, modern life keeps us in go mode almost constantly. Notifications, deadlines, worries. And by the time you finally lie down, your brain hasn't gotten the signal to switch over. The stress hormone cortisol is still flowing, your thoughts are still racing, and sleep feels impossible, even though you're exhausted. There are a few key reasons your brain stays switched on at night, and once you understand them, they're actually pretty easy to work with. First, cortisol timing. Cortisol is your main alertness hormone. In a healthy rhythm, it peaks in the morning and slowly drops through the day, hitting its lowest point at night. But chronic stress can flatten that curve, keeping cortisol elevated long after it should have dropped. So even when you want to wind down, your body is still in a mild state of alert. Second, blue light. Your brain uses light to set its internal clock. Blue light, the kind your phone and laptop emit, mimics daylight. It tells your brain to hold off on producing melatonin, the hormone that signals it's time to sleep. Scroll for 30 minutes before bed, and you've essentially told your brain the sun is still up. Third, thought loops. Your brain has a network called the default mode network. It activates when you're not focused on anything specific. At night, without a task to latch onto, it goes into overdrive. That's when the spiral starts. A worry leads to a thought, which leads to another worry, which leads back to the first one. It's not weakness. It's just what an unstimulated brain does in the dark. The good news? You can work with your biology, not against it. Here are 3 things you can try tonight. 1. Give your thoughts somewhere to go. Racing thoughts tend to loop because they have nowhere to land. Try keeping a small notebook by your bed. Before you sleep, spend 5 minutes writing down whatever's on your mind, your to-do list, your worries, your random ideas. Research shows this simple act of offloading reduces cognitive arousal. Your brain stops holding on so tightly because it trusts the paper. 2. Use your breath to shift your nervous system. You can actually trigger your rest mode on purpose. Try a slow exhale, twice as long as your inhale. Breathe in for 4 counts, out for 8. Do this for just 2 minutes. It activates the vagus nerve, which sends a calming signal to your brain and begins lowering your heart rate almost immediately. 3. Set a wind down buffer. Your brain needs a transition period, like a runway before landing. Try creating 30 to 60 minutes before bed that are screen-free, low stimulation, and consistent. A warm shower, dim lighting, light reading. Not because you need to be perfect, but because your brain starts to recognize the pattern. Over time, the ritual itself becomes the sleep cue. Sleep isn't something you force, it's something you make room for. And your brain, even when it feels like it's working against you, is genuinely trying to keep you safe. It just needs a little help knowing the day is done. Start small tonight. Even one of these shifts can make a real difference. If this was helpful, subscribe to Luminous Health. We make videos like this every week. And if you have a question about sleep or your health, drop it in the comments. We read them all. Take care of yourself. Good night.